The day is starting a little bit late today. I have some work to do and I'm sick, so I had a little bit of a longer stay in bed. Yesterday was not too bad. We managed to contact 3 different producers. The first one was where?
The first one was Mansong.
Mansong near Iban. The other one was in Lauman, Bulan.
Gulangshan.
Gulangshan.
Genau.
And then the last one was in Guafenjai, Mansa. We could visit all of them. We will not have time to do that, but at least we have the contact. Today we are changing place. After the meal, we are taking a bus to Menghai because there is the yearly, how to say that? It's like, well, it's called, here it's called Chawanje.
Chawangji, it's a tea fair.
It's a tea fair. It's the early tea fair in Menghai. Let's see what there is there.
It's all about pu'er tea.
All about pu'er tea, so... We are in the nannuoshan village on the main road. On the left there is the nannuoshan mountain, and somewhere deep there is Mengsong. So we made it to Menghai after a long bus ride.
A very long bus ride. We didn't expect it to be that long.
No,
It's like always, they say like 1 hour and then it took like 2 hours. Or even.
And then a very, how can I say, annoying taxi ride under the rain. He didn't activate the taximeter and wanted tons of money, so it took I would say 20 minutes of fighting until we were able to pay 1/4 of what he was asking. But finally here we are, and we discovered that this hotel is actually a pu'er factory.
Yeah, it's a pu'er factory for shucha. For shupu.
And we are drinking. This is
really good, actually.
Just out of the how can I say, of the pile of fermented tea.
Fermentation pile. Yeah.
Was fermented
56 days.
56 days, and they say it's about 70% fermentation. It's a little bit difficult to see, but the tea is brown, not totally dark, and also the leaves are whole, are not decomposing in a way.
Yeah.
Very clear taste. And here we are, better late than never, at the 13th what?
13th tea fair of Menghai.
It's not only about tea. So actually we entered from the wrong side. The food stands were over there, and the tea should be actually in these After a little bit of panic with Benjamin forgetting his phone in the taxi, and we thought it was lost. Anyway, you have your phone now.
I'll be back.
We found also actually two different producers of Janshui teapot. The first one was a bit pricey. The second one gave us a better impression.
Yeah, a really nice artist.
Yeah.
And very beautiful teapots.
We actually bought 3 teapots just for ourselves.
Just for ourselves, because we really love them.
And a few more for nannuoshan. And now we found that this baicha, this white tea, that is reminiscent of our but only high mountain white tea, the sweet Xiangshui Bai Cha, perfume Bai Cha, but they sell it here with larger leaves, and I want to find out if the taste is somewhat similar. It's actually colorless. This is already the brew.
Yeah.
It's already the brew. It looks like water.
And it's really like the pink roses, they use for perfumes.
Yes.
It's so much like this pink roses.
It's very, very floral. This second cup is actually much better than the first one. I wouldn't call it a specialty coffee, but certainly interesting to try some local coffee. It is grown just 70 kilometers from here within the Menghai County, and the village is called Shiding or Shiping. Shiding. It has a medium roasting, so you cannot really medium high. It's the roasting is pretty intense. I have been looking around for some black tea, somewhat similar to our Fengqing Honcha that is sold out with the same aroma. And looking around, I found this one here from Ulianshan. It has really exactly that smell. And so now that our belly are full, we are ready to continue with the drinking. The color of the brew is very yellow. Too yellow. It's like it's not oxidized very much, and also the taste is a little bit weak. Like it has aroma in the smell of the dry leaves, but the tea itself, it doesn't have enough body and it doesn't have enough aroma. Nannuoshan?
Let's go to nannuoshan. What else can you say?
We are having dinner, so we go later to Nannuoshan, and maybe we search some more black tea. That one was really not convincing me. I want to see if there is anything better here. Of course, it's everything here about pu'er, but almost every stand there's also some Bai Cha and some Honcha. I saw some earlier here, I think. Ah, yes, here we are. Yeah. In terms of smell of the leaves, they don't smell like the Fengqing Honcha I was mentioning before, but let's find out. The two teas are actually from the same garden. The only difference between these two black tea is the drying. One was dried at the sun, and the other one was dried with hot air.
We'll see. And it's the same price actually.
Same price, okay. It's also very light in color, very yellow like the previous one. That's the one dried at the sun.
所以这是野生，
野生的，
as this is wild.
Wild tea.
有可能没到那里添加在野生茶树王那个片制的原料。
Actually, the one dried with hot air, the smell, the fragrance is much more aromatic. I mean, the difference is huge. I mean, I like better the one with hot air.
他说他更喜欢烘干的。
It's way more aromatic.
现喝的话，烘干的要更香。就是烘的，你现在当时喝的话是烘的更香。
I mean, I know that the one dried at the sun
No, I don't.
is more romantic, maybe, more traditional, but something is missing there.
Actually, I like the sun dried better.
You like the sun dried?
I mean,
Why?
this is very fragrant,
Yeah.
But for me, like this is like the fragrance is on like it's like on top of the water, and it's like you know
okay.
the taste and the fragrance is somehow it doesn't it's not together, you know.
Well, it is a very light. The body is very light. It's all about fragrance, and yeah, I mean certainly the water of the other is better. Yeah.
这个应该是晒红的。
啊，不，这是晒的。
Well, the one dried at the sun is not so much into your face. Let's say.
Exactly, it's like the fragrance is in the water. Like whereas with the hot air one is like the fragrance is on top of the water. That's how I feel it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like it doesn't go like this, you know. Like the hot air is like this, you know. Where
Yeah.
the sun dried is like more like this.
So this is sun dried. Now I'm going the other way around. I start tasting the sun dried one.
It's also much sweeter.
I mean the aromatic one,
It's
one
extremely
is
aromatic.
extremely aromatic. She was saying that the aroma will fade out over time more in the one air dried. These teas come from a wild forest, and the trees belong to no one. It is really first come, first serve. So they say basically whoever farmer wants to do the effort of picking those leaves in those high trees, they get the leaves for free. The problem is it's really a lot of work to pick up the leaves up the tree, and it comes with a certain price. We are trying to negotiate it a little bit because actually the teas are interesting. Let's see what we can do.
Well, basically it's from the jungle. You have to say basically it's from the jungle.
It's a tea from the jungle, so yeah, it comes with an effort to go into the jungle, pick up the leaves and so on. Yeah. Also the color of the teas is different. The yellow one here is the one dried at the air, and this one is the one dried at the sun. Basically the color also reflects how thick the tea feels in the mouth. This very aromatic and thin, this less aromatic, although it is still a fragrant tea, and very thick in the mouth. All right, so we have got a few samples, pretty generous.
Yes.
And we will try the tea again in the next days just to be sure. I really would like to buy it. It's a little bit pricey, so I have to think about it. And now
We will go to nannuoshan. Let's go.
let's go. And we are starting off with the Bampo Lao Chai 2024. So that was nannuoshan, and we got also a bingcha of a black tea from spring 2023.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Wonderful tea.
And wonderful people. Really wonderful people.
We hope to meet them again in a few days on nannuoshan. We will see if we will go that way. And now back to another stand under the rain.
It's raining, yeah.
We came back here to try a different tea from trees. Before we had a tea that was only from one tree. Pretty expensive, but the taste was a little bit weak or maybe not so interesting. And now she went picking up a tea that is actually a blend from a few old trees. This tea is way more complex. There is just more interesting, and it costs half the price of the one from a single tree. when a tree is large enough to produce 20 kilograms of fresh leaves or more, they keep the batch alone. So it will be a single tree bushel. If the trees are smaller and they don't get to that quantity, they would blend all together and produce what we are drinking right now. Next up is Lao Banjiang. Benjamin, are you drinking the real thing?
It is. And it remembers me of my Laobanjiang. Really.
How are you feeling?
Oh, a little bit tea drunk. The Laobanjiang really was quite tough actually.
Well,
It gave me the rest of the day.
It's the last day of the day. Everyone is going home here. It was really nice. A nice start into Jinghong
Yeah.
and Menghai. So let's see what the rest of the Yunnan stay reserves from us. For us. For now, just a lot of rain. Let's see where we have to go. We will see you in the next video. Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.